Hello and welcome to the IVCA Conclave 2017. I have with me today Mr. B.V. Krishnan from KKR, India. So thank you for speaking to us. What are your key takeaways from this conference that has been organized by IVCA?
I think it's a very interesting conference for a few different reasons. One being that the alternatives industry in India is slowly coming of age. As you know, historically, we did not have a local alternative investments industry. And over the past few years, there's been a lot of efforts spearheaded by the government, by the regulators, and by IVCA to slowly bring up both local fund managers as well as local investors and LPs. And it's a great time to recap in terms of looking at what's happened over the past year, what should we look up to, both in terms of the economy, newer asset classes that are coming in, and overall just take a recap on how the opportunity looks like for this segment. And what we obviously have heard through the conference is good thoughts from the government, just talking about really how they view alternatives and its impact on the industry and on the broader macro, as well as views from multiple constituents, from private equity, private debt, thinking about challenges as well as opportunities. So overall, it's been a pretty interesting couple of days.
Which sectors in the alternative infrastructure segment do you think will be looking very exciting in the next few months?
So if you take a immediate term kind of view, I think the opportunity space is probably going to be around three different aspects. One is just the stressed asset domain, where I think there's going to be a lot of discussion with potential groups and conglomerates who want to divest companies and divisions. And that will catalyze potentially controlled stroke buyout transactions on the one side. It will also catalyze discussions around potentially thinking of non-dilutive debt structures, which can give people more time, after which they can potentially monetize once there's more value created in assets. So I think those two areas feel like interesting discussions in the immediate term. Over a medium term, I think you should also add in a couple more. One being secondary private equity stake sales. There's over $40 to $50 billion of existing private equity investments that need exits. And those exits can again be provided either by secondary private equity or by promoters buying it back, or by companies eventually going public. So we should see more activity in that sphere as well in the medium term. I think the one thing that continues to be a little elusive is really need for growth capital, because primary investment by private companies into capex is still really slow. So that probably lags the other two trends.
Right. But specifically any sectors, sir, which you think would become exciting?
At the margin, obviously from the government side, there's an expectation that there needs to be more investing into infrastructure. But it's not very obvious just yet that people are very comfortable in terms of making investments into infrastructure unless the overall regulatory framework and policy framework around public-private partnerships as well as the broader regulations on infrastructure is sorted. So if you keep infrastructure aside, I think you should see activity around a few different areas. One being healthcare. There is a lot of discussions around consolidation. Second is education, and both of these sectors are ones where demand in India has never been an issue. It's really more a question of more organized participants coming in, consolidation, and high quality delivery of services. So these two areas feel pretty interesting.
Good news for social entrepreneurship, because health, education, these are generally that domain.
Absolutely, agree with that.
So something general on the economy. We've of course had demonetization. We are seeing the effects winding down. What do you feel about the 7% growth? Is it need to, is there a need for a party, or should we just be relieved that we're still there at 7%?
So the way I would look at it is really again in a disaggregated manner. You think about really three or four broad trends and constituents, right? So you've got industry and manufacturing growth. You've obviously got services. You've got agriculture. On the other side, you've got again three different indicators. One is bank credit. How is bank credit growth at the margin to each of these segments? The second is really private investment, and the third is consumption. If you break it down in that manner, the trends are a little mixed. Obviously, at the margin, given the cyclical factors, agriculture has been generally positive. Services, while it continues to be okay, if you look out at the medium-term outlook, India does have sufficient competencies, but there is a need to continue to up-tier stuff because a lot of the services industries also cater to international markets, exports, IT, and so on and so forth. But there are many changes happening globally. So that's a sector that I probably suspect that there'll be more consolidation, up-tiering in the coming several years. Core manufacturing growth, I think, is okay, but basic consumer demand is still slightly elusive. And unfortunately, part of that is because we are now in a place where growth has come down, inflation has come down, demand has come down. So fundamentally, there is more need for confidence in the economy for us to see more real demand. And on the other side, if you look at the reason why some of these are at the headline level looking okay, but go behind the data and look at bank credit growth to industry, it's been coming down consistently in the past few years. So really, core industry is not borrowing. A lot of the banking growth is through refinancing from one bank to the other and so on, which is not a great trend. Similarly, private capex and private investment is still very slow, partly because capacity utilization is still pretty weak, and again flowing through from demand issues. So I'd say at the margin, it's a bit of a patchy outlook in the short run. Having said which, I think the good part is a lot of the initiatives, to your point, that the government has taken, whether it's demonetization, goods and services tax, bankruptcy code, all of these augur well for the long term. So it's really a situation where we will need to anticipate that there'll be some slowdown, some consolidation, and hopefully we build back into a much better quality overall growth.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.